Hi, welcome back to our life. So today we are deciding to explore one of the DLC stories. My name is Twilight,
And I'm KG.
and yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, which one do you want to go through this time?
Let's see. One of the ones I want to go through. I know I want to do Runaway last
Oh yeah.
as like one of the last moments. So let's see. What do I feel like doing today? Either library, ghost, or barbecue. What am I feeling? I'm feeling ghost.
Sure. Okay.
Let's do
go.
ghost. The night was incredibly still. You couldn't ignore how silent it was. It was almost eerie. You could even hear Lizzie snoring in the next room over.
Wow, she's loud.
You have thin walls apparently. It was hard to believe how much of a blur today was. Summer really did slip right past you.
Yeah.
You flicked through the moments like pages in a scrapbook as you laid in bed. The ones stuck out all seemed to include your new neighbor Cove. It was funny how he became such a big part of your life in such a short span of time. Though a lot about what
you thought.
You thought a lot about what adventures you could have tomorrow until sleep started to catch up to you. Then you heard something scrape against the window. It wasn't that uncommon for the wind to push a tree branch against the glass. Summer breezes were the worst sometimes. But the more you tried to ignore it, the louder it seemed like it became. It was something was trying to get your attention. You lifted your head off the pillow to get a better look. Nothing was there. Nothing you could see, at least. You just went back to bed. It was just your imagination. You had to investigate the mysterious sound. It's too creepy to ignore.
Don't know.
Don't know? I guess we'll randomize it.
Alright.
Oh, frick. I didn't put a number. I forgot to put a number. Okay. So we're investigating, apparently.
Alright, let's go.
You practically jumped out of bed and crept down the stairs to go outside. Your moms are still awake. They stayed up so late, it seems. Luckily, they were watching TV and didn't hear the soft click of the front door opening as you slipped past. You looked around the neighborhood for a few seconds, checking over each individual house. It looked normal, but it didn't feel that way. You knew you weren't supposed to be out there right now. It was exhilarating. It made you regret your decision. It scared you.
I don't even know either, man.
To be honest, if it was me, I would kind of regret my decision. Like, why did I go outside? It's freezing and it's like dark or something.
I don't know,
But
I would be scared.
I guess we're randomizing it again.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It scared you.
Yeah.
You didn't know what had come over you. If something bad had happened, no one would know where you had gone. And the thought of that made your stomach tighten in fear. The ease with which you had split out only served to make you feel worse. Your moms didn't need to be vigilant because they had trusted you not to do exactly what you were doing.
Sheena!
You twitch at the sudden call, immediately calming down upon seeing Cove walking up to you. It was strange and yet almost completely normal to have him appear like this right now. What are you doing? I saw you standing around in the middle of the street from my window.
You weren't sleeping either? Why not?
Cove turned his lips to a smile, almost as if he were amused by the question. Because. Did you hear a weird noise? You should be in bed. Because of what? I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm also glad you're here. It's like, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, okay, let's do that one.
Yep. Whatever the reason is, at least you were no longer alone in the dark.
Why?
I heard a strange noise.
You too? That's why I was up. Cove hesitated for a moment, looking down on the street before his aquamarine eyes fell on you again. Did it scare you? Yeah, no, a little.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Me too, but it's okay. Nothing is gonna happen. You could see Cove was trying to be brave for your sake, and it made you feel a little better. I was kind of wondering if it was the wind, but what if it's not? What if it's a person? What if it's something that's not a person?
Aw. So cute. Adorable.
It's so cute. Oh, I can't wait when we get to the end. It's just frick. The unsettling noise suddenly rushed through the air. Cove and you flinched. It sounds even worse than before. You were about to agree with him when the noise came yet again, tearing through the still night. The two of you rapidly looked around, trying to find the source, but to no avail. There was no sign of an answer to this puzzle. You thought that it could be anything. It had to be a ghost. There's gotta be a regular reason for it.
I'm not sure. It had to be a ghost.
It had to be a ghost, because
Yeah.
that's what the moment's called.
Yeah.
It had to be a ghost. Invisible creepy thing lurking children from their beds. Luring, frick. Invisible creepy thing luring children from their beds. It had to be a monster. The thought terrified you down to the bones, and you regretted it leaving the safety of your nice warm bed. You shakily inched closer to Cove. He was there for you, right now. You were counting on that.
So sweet.
You're so cute.
Hey, can you tell me where it's coming from?
Not really.
Then we'll have to look more somewhere else. Maybe we'll see something.
Okay, let's go. As you walk the familiar streets of your neighborhood, fear coursed through your veins. When your hand brushed against his, you realized that you hadn't been the only one who had tried closing the gap. Shadows cut corners and angles where you didn't expect them, distorting the features you saw every day. The noise came again, shrill and hard. It was set at your teeth on the edge way it's ground.
What?
It set your teeth on edge the way it ground its way through you. Coat's throat bobbed, his eyes glistened in the dim of the light. You stayed frozen on the spot. You took a deep breath to calm yourself. You ran behind Cove.
Run behind.
I want to run behind Cove. I want to
Me
run
too, I
behind
would do
Cove.
that.
It's like hide. You ran behind Cove. With a noise that escaped you in a short shriek, you darted behind Cove, using him as a human shield. Sheena, holding onto the back of his shirt, you used it to keep him in front of you, even when he awkwardly tried to spin around in order to see you. You can come out. Here. You lifted his uncast hand to where you could see it. You accepted his hand, you didn't take his hand, you gripped his arm instead.
I would grip his arm.
Grip his arm, yeah. I want to grip his arm too. You appreciate his offer and wanting the support, but you felt you needed a stronger hold. You twisted both of your arms around his elbow, holding him closely. That's so cute. Cove nodded acceptingly. Cove shut his eyes and pressed his lips together.
So...
Where did you want to check? The park, the beach, the hills behind my house.
Let's see. Park? Wait, no. The beach?
The beach? You want to check the beach?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to the beach. The beach stretched out in front of you, nothing in sight along its ends, no matter which way you turned. Part of you imagined that the noise came from some creature of the deep, washed upon the shores and calling for aid. That theory had to be taken off the list for now. Still, you'd spend enough time on the shore to know what the real finds often required a sharp eye and careful attention. The sound screamed past your ear. You hunched up, shoulders high, as if you were ready to endure a blow, but the damage was to your ears. There didn't appear to be any immediate danger, despite every bone in your body telling you that something wasn't right. Maybe it's because you're outside
I don't even know.
when you're not supposed to be, but
No.
yeah. But you kept going forward. You ran away. You snuck back to your
I
neighborhood.
wanna
quiet.
go forward.
Keep going. We're going forward. You couldn't stop when you had already gone so far. You had to find out what was going on. Oh frick! No.
Oh, hey.
I clicked something. Whoops. Terror washed over you, raising the fine hairs on the back of your neck. Then Cove gave your shoulders a squeeze in a show of support. His eyes were wide, his breathing heavy. Then he whispered to you, "Let's see if there's anything here." Cove began to comb the beach for clues. You followed suit. The angry wind sent grains of sand rolling across the beach like waves. You stayed clear of the water, which was rough and choppy tonight, and scored the area for hints as to what might be happening. You saw something glint in the sand, full of promise, but when you eagerly uncovered it, you found it was just a foil from a ship packet. You stowed it away with a sigh. Did you find something?
Yeah, garbage.
Cove shrugged and gave you a sympathetic smile. That's how it goes sometimes.
You like hunting for treasures on the beach too, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever found anything mysterious or weird?
You were expecting him to mull the question over a bit, but Cove answered immediately. Teeth.
Oh, what kind of teeth? Like a shark's tooth?
You seen those for sale in shops, though you never been lucky enough to stumble across one at the beach. No, not that. People teeth. Oh my
Oh,
Yeah. You know how grown-ups sometimes don't have their own teeth any longer, and they get fake ones so they can still eat?
oh,
You nodded, listening in fascinated horror. I found some, the top half.
how do you know it was the top half?
It had the pink stuff of the mouth.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing. I thought he found a dead body or something.
Good.
This is gonna be terrifying.
It had the pink top of the mouth a bit like this. He opened wide and pointed at the roof of his mouth. You let out a squeal.
What did you do with them?
Mom took them from me. I don't know what happened to it after that.
That was...
Too bad. Think of the prank opportunities. The right thing to do. Gross. What a waste. What way stranger stuff than I've seen. Still not as strange as the things I found. It's like, I feel like
strange. Way stranger than the stuff I've seen, maybe.
it's gross. It's
I don't
disgusting.
even know.
I don't
Let's-
like touching like fake.
Yeah.
Like even though it's fake, but it feels like real.
Well,
like you know.
it's dentures. It was in someone's mouth once. I don't think you want
Exactly.
to touch that.
Exactly. It's weird. I've seen like dentures because it looks like real teeth. You can tell,
Oh, yeah.
but then like it's still gross.
Yeah.
You know it's fake, but it still looks like a live thing. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
Weird.
seen it all the time. Honestly, my parents have those.
Yeah. Should we randomize it? 'Cause,
Yes, let's do it.
Let's just do it. Just be like, just get it over with. Too bad. Think of the prank opportunities.
You could have hidden them in someone's school bag or under someone's pillow.
Oh my gosh. I'd hate if someone did that to me. Once you were satisfied, nothing out of the ordinary was to be found on the beach. You had to consider your next step. Though the noise wasn't as clear as
As
when you first stepped outside, you could still hear its shrieks reading through the peaceful night. You decided to check the park now. You decided to check behind the hills of your house now. You decided to go back home now.
check the park.
Yeah, we can check the park. Because we're always behind the hills anyway, so I'm like,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
check it last.
No, I think in this route, um in this route you can only pick two.
Oh, that sucks. Oh,
Yeah, so you can only pick two. Whatever. We're not changing it. So the private playground was as empty as ever. You could just hear the mysterious sound if you were quiet, but it simmered down to a whisper. Cole was practically shaking when he realized it had progressed far enough to reach there. He swallowed hard, but
what? But faced you with determined face.
He swallowed hard, but faced you with a determined face. God, I'm really. My dad says, how do I do this? Good detective work starts at home. He watches a lot of crime shows, so then maybe it'd be good to look closely. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm trying to sound like Cope and make it like sound like his dad at the same time. I don't know.
Fine.
I don't know how to do that, so yeah.
Okay.
The two of you swept through every corridor of the park. No monkey bar, swing, or tire went unchecked. Huh. He squatted on the ground, squinting at something in his hand. Intrigued, you checked over his shoulder so you could see too. Cove held it in his open palm. Coiled inside was a lengthy, sparkly chain, grains of sand embellished in its fine links. Lifting at it became apparent that this had come somewhere. You'd seen bracelets and necklaces enough to recognize that the clasp which held it together had snapped.
It's broken.
It's silver. Werewolves hate silver. Other things too, I think. If this noise is caused by a monster, we can protect ourselves with it. You scare it away with junk? What if it's not real silver?
I don't even know. Let's randomize it.
I guess we'll randomize it. What if it's not real silver?
It could be a fake.
He looked down at the chain, then shrugged. Other than nothing, maybe werewolves can't tell either.
I wonder if there's anything else we could use out here.
Cuff considered this, frowning. I could have grabbed some garlic before I left. His frown evolved into a scowl. It probably wouldn't have worked. Dad doesn't have real garlic.
He gets fake garlic?
It's little flakes in a jar, not real balls you have to cut up like mom uses. Flakes might be easier to use. It's still real garlic, just really chopped up. That can't taste as good. We won't need it anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Another randomizer.
Randomizer. We're just randomizing today.
Yep.
Let's see. That can't taste as good. Adults are always saying that fresh tasted better. You figured it was probably chew. Knew it was good. It doesn't. You had exhausted all possibility places to search in the park. Straighten up, you must over your next step. It's gone.
What?
Then you realize the noise, which had grown fainter and less frequent during your search, had died off completely. You and Cove shared puzzled looks, but neither of you had an answer for what had caused the mystery sound or made it go away. You yawned, leaning into the urge it would exaggerated, its sleepless stretching out dramatically.
I'm beat. Let's go back.
The night was still as you walked home, with none of the usual background noise or the eerie whistles from before. You would hear every step you and Cole made like cough in a movie theater. The two of you came to a halt outside your front door. Never before had it looked so ominous.
Looks like they haven't called the cops, so I'm probably alright.
Good thing they didn't call the cops, because you would have been in trouble.
Yep.
Do you sneak out a lot? This
don't
is the
know.
first time, not really. Lots. You were lying. Lots. You were telling the truth.
This is the first time, I think.
Yeah.
I don't
This is the
know.
first
Yeah.
time. Might as well be the
Let's do
first
it.
time.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well be the first time.
Yeah, I've never tried to do it until now.
Thought so.
How did you know?
I haven't seen you out my window this late before. That was fair, though. It could have been possible that you were just good at sneaking at this. Sneaking that. Though it could have been possible that you were just so good at sneaking that this was the first time he had caught you.
Are you worried about getting caught?
No.
He was so forthright that you believed him completely.
But your dad, won't he get mad or sad if he catches you?
He's never happy with what I do.
Oh,
You sympathize. You encourage Cove to see it more possibly. You stay out of it. You didn't know how to react to that.
I sympathized?
Yeah, I'd sympathize. It's
That
Yeah.
must be hard.
Yeah, he and mom do what they want. Why shouldn't I?
Aw, he's so mad. I
so
understand.
Like, I know I haven't experienced this before, but I can see that it hurts a kid, when they're not living with both their parents.
Yeah,
And it's like,
they always blame themselves. It's so
Yeah.
sad.
yeah, it sucks. Or the fact that they think that they don't want to live with him anymore.
Yeah, like I
like
said,
a
it's just that
callback,
kids
yeah.
blame themselves
Yeah.
when
Or
their
they don't
parents
understand
divorce.
what's going on.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't understand. That's why they assumed it was them or not something.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going in.
Bye.
Okay, good night.
Good night, Cove. Thanks for coming with me tonight. I'm not sure I could have done it by myself.
I wanted to go with you.
Aww, so adorable.
He's so cute. You beamed at him. You turned the doorknobs as slowly as the clock's minutes hand, holding your breath for the telltale click of the lock, then nudge it open. When all that happened and was the door opening, rather than blaring alarms that you feared, you melted with relief. Do the doors have like security?
It
something?
seems like it.
Seems like it, cause like
I mean, it looks like a modern house, so I bet they
Yeah.
have security on them.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
it looks like an
I know
expensive
this is
one
taking
too.
place in some like year, but I don't remember which year it was. All I know is that it takes place somewhere in the past, like somewhere in 2000s, I believe, but
2000s. Oh, I didn't
not like early 2000s, but more like probably 2008 or something. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up, but
Yeah.
I know it takes place somewhere, and I know, and the only thing I know is that when it's like the future, it takes place in 2020, which is
yeah.
interesting. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, with that tangent, yeah. Back inside your house, you were surprised to find your mom still watching TV. I forgot this. Like, they're still watching TV. They haven't noticed one of their children just gone missing.
I know, right?
I'm just like, frick.
That's so sad.
It's so funny though. I'm like, frick,
I
it's
know.
funny.
It's funny, but also,
Yeah,
not good.
not good at all. Oh, look, you can see some fireplace in the background still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, is
I
this
didn't
like,
notice.
is there a fireplace in the background? I swear, I can see one in the house. I don't know
Where?
why. There's one in the house.
What? No, oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah,
Like,
you're
if
right.
you
I
look
can see
closer,
it. Oh,
and then
hey,
there's one
okay.
here. It's
Oh,
like,
I
there's
just
one there.
noticed. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, why is there like fireplace in this house? And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
or maybe
I
there's
see
light.
one in the corner, too.
Or like they're, I don't know what they're called when you see like little small balls in the light.
Orbs.
Orbs.
There's
See, there's even one in the, near the ceiling as well. There's ones in the ceiling.
Oh, God.
everywhere in this
I think they
house.
were, we weren't supposed to pay attention to those, but you just caught it.
I just like, I don't know. I just see them and I'm like, oh, there's like a fireplace in the house or something. I don't know.
I don't know. There's
Yeah.
several.
There's several. Weirder still, it looked like they were on the same show as they were watching before you left. Yet you were positive that you'd been out investigating for hours.
Sorry, I hope you didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, I kind of did, but that's okay. Perhaps you could use their distraction to your advantage, but if you could just get up the stairs,
But how could you get up there?
you would be safe from suspicion. But how could you get there? Sorry, I burped again. You try to sneak past, decided to walk
You had to
in your
give up
own
and
house
come-
nonchalantly. You couldn't. You had to give up and come clean.
Try to sneak past.
I would come clean. I don't know why. I don't know why. I would just like. I kind of want to come clean.
If
Okay,
it was
we're at
me,
a
I would sneak
standstill.
past.
Okay, we're at a standstill.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would try to sneak past. I don't want to get in trouble.
I guess we're gonna randomize it because we can't make a decision. Okay. Hold on. It's like,
Alright.
okay. I guess we're coming clean.
Oh man.
This was way all too stressful. After an already suspenseful night, you couldn't handle any extra tension.
Oh no. Moms?
They looked up at your call, caught off guard.
Sheena?
They abandoned the couch and their show to hurry over. They were still a state of surprise. You weren't in trouble yet. You weren't
Are
in
you
trouble
okay?
yet. What are you doing down here, sweetie? Did you have a bad dream? You told the truth. You lied. You did not answer. I want to lie.
I want to lie.
I want to lie. I don't want to actually tell them. You
Huh.
lied. I guess we're lying now.
Yes.
You couldn't bring yourself to own up to what you had done. I heard. Oh wait, no, it's you.
Heard scary noises, so I came down here.
Their surprise gave way to concern.
Sweetie.
Honey. Mom took you by the hand and had led you up the stairs.
Oof, your hand is cold. Why didn't you come over to us? I was supposed to be in bed.
Sheena, you won't ever be in trouble for coming to us when you're frightened. We'd much rather you came to us than try to solve things by yourself. Her phrasing made you feel bad. They're just like, oh, frick, I forgot. Wait,
I did.
I just realized there's a city outside.
There is?
It's like a city in the
Oh.
window. I didn't know. I
didn't
didn't notice
notice.
until like later. I'm like, what the frick? Maybe
Oh,
it's
I
because it's
didn't-
nighttime. You can't tell by the light for some reason. I don't know why. You wouldn't tell, but it's actually pretty nice. I like the. It's kind of a city, but not really
Mm-hmm.
because it's a small town.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I guess it's a contradiction.
Yeah. Well, anyways, the nervousness ate at you as you were tucked into bed. Your moms assumed that your flushing insistence on delving under the covers was part of your fear, and spoke to you softly until you calmed down enough to peep out from underneath your sheets. Once your mom said that you had turned over the night's adventure in your mind, it was still hard to believe that you'd really done it. Oh, I love the shift. It's so nice. It was hard to still believe that you'd gotten away with it. Even now, you'd half expect to be caught somehow. Perhaps you'd left the door ajar or sand trail where they already swept up. You hoped that Cove had gone home okay, though he hadn't been worried. He'd been told was never fun. Being told off was never fun. Rolling down deeper underneath the sheets, your thoughts turned to the unsolved mystery. You Code had only just begun to scratch the surface of it. Maybe you'd solved it, maybe you wouldn't, but what mattered was that you shared the experience with each other. You were still so energized by the night's excitement that you tossed and turned in bed for some time, thinking of theories to share with Cove when you next saw him. Sleep eventually claimed you, but adventure merely resumed in your dreams. The next morning proceeded mostly like usual, though your mom seemed to giving extra consideration since finding you last night. You later learned Cove didn't end up in trouble for the nightly escapade either. It was unclear whether that was because his dad chose not to punish him or if Cove got away with it. It was amazing to you that it all worked out for both of you. As for the sounds that started this all, adults around were convinced that it was nothing more than the wind. For your imaginative mind, that wasn't nearly enough. How could they accept something so simple so easily? Maybe it'd make more sense when you were grown up too.
Yeah,
Okay, that was Ghost. It was also pretty short.
it was.
Maybe that's just the vibe. That's just the vibe I feel when I'm playing it.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty
I
short.
feel that.
It's like,
It
oh
is.
dang, it's pretty short. Alright, so thank you guys for watching the gameplay. So for watching us play.
Yeah,
It was really fun. I really like
it was.
Ghosts. My favorites is still Fireflies.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And again, I'll have links to social medias and places where you can get the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a website where you can check out they also have their social media on there, but I'm gonna keep putting the social media links to whatever they have, like Twitter, Tumblr, and so on and so forth, so that you can, also delve into the fandom. Let's get like delve in as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching us play. This was a fun moment, and
Mm-hmm.
we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.